Delivering successful technology projects is never easy. And by the way, success for all projects in my mind means that we're delivering on time and within budget. There are a number of principles from the practice of project management which may help us with our projects. First of all, we need to pay attention to method. Poorly structured or informally managed projects are unlikely to be completed on time or at budget. A proven best practice is to start by creating some breakdown of the work into a sequence of small manageable tasks. And by manageable tasks, think anywhere from a couple of hours to maybe a couple of days, but not more. Second step is to create a logical sequence for those tasks, including understanding which tasks have dependencies on other tasks. An obvious example is we can't test a system before we build it out. Third step is to assign resources and schedule the tasks. I go through this discipline for all my projects, even if I'm the only person working on it. And bear in mind that scheduling needs to be realistic. It needs to consider the availability of the resources, the complexity of the task, the risk of the task, and so on. For example, if you spend 6 hours a day fighting fires, you don't have many hours left in a day for project management, and your plan should really represent that reality. Performance of the project needs to be monitored. In my experience, a large portion of successful delivery of projects is that art of detecting slippage early in the game and figuring out the right kind of intervention. Performance of the project also needs to be reported out. Accountability matters and makes a big difference in meeting the goal. Two suggestions I would offer to keep projects on track. First of all, it's really important to control the scope of the project. Scope creep is deadly. I like to take the wishes and the wants that add complexity but may not be necessary and save them for a small follow-up project. Balancing focus and remaining flexible is a hard thing to do, but in general, I'll tip the balance toward focus. Second, I would encourage you to think about project risks and build managing those risks into the project itself. For example, a proof of concept phase for your project may make the timetable longer, but it reduces the risk significantly. It's almost always a good idea. Now, ultimately, project management is people management. We need to pay a lot of attention to communications, involvement of all the project participants, and the stakeholders in the outcome. Finally, if you find yourself managing a lot of projects, I would consider getting some formal training in project management. It's an investment in time and money that can pay off handsomely.